Stand up, take a bow.
All right, it is Monday, July 17th. It is 6 o'clock. We'll call our meeting to order. Start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, next we'll have the roll call.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Lyon. Colister.
Yes.
Coolman.
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Next is the approval of tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Colister, seconded by Coolman. If there's no discussion, take the roll.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Coolman.
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Next is public participation. Do we have anybody in the audience who wishes to address the council? Anyone in Zoom land? If not, we'll move on. Next, we have the swearing in of Police Officer James Tenney. Meet me at the flag. Okay, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, James Tenney,
James Tenney,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and will faithfully and impartially
and will faithfully and impartially
do my best to my ability
do the best to my ability,
discharge all the duties of the Office of Patrol Officer
discharge the office of Patrol Officer
in Jackson County, now and hereafter required by law.
in Jackson County, here and now after, as required by law.
Congratulations. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
All right, next we have our consent agenda, which consists of the minutes of the July 3rd, 2023 regular city council meeting, bills payable through July 17th to the amount of $704,295.16, the June financial reports, a renewal of a Class C retail liquor license filed by Timberlane's Bowling Alley, a renewal of a special Class C retail alcohol license filed by City Limits Restaurant, renewal of a Class E retail alcohol license filed by Casey's General Store, number 2846, renewal of a Class B beer permit filed by Maquoketa Brewing, a new Class C retail alcohol license filed by Copper Kettle, and a new Class C retail license filed by Decker Hotel Bar.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Colister, seconded by Coolman. Do we have any discussion? Then take the roll.
Colister.
Yes.
Coolman.
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Item 8 is old business, and we have no old business, so we'll move right into 9, new business. Item A is a resolution setting Monday, August 7th, 2023, as the public hearing date for the City of Maquoketa Community Development and Housing Needs Assessment. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's nice to have video and audio fully back, and it's also nice that Officer James Tenney has joined us, and it's the first time in my tenure that we've been fully staffed here as a police department, so hopefully it lasts. I'll try to explain the next 2 items in tandem because they're substantially related to each other. First, I kept short on purpose because all it does is signify a public hearing, so does the next one too. But the next one's language is more particular in terms of what exactly is being committed, how we're doing it, and I've offered an extensive narrative to help describe the problem, as well as why the city should be interested in a potential grant application following a public hearing next meeting. So I'll jump into it, and Mackie from Sunshine's joined us in case any of you have any questions tonight, want to explore further about how this would be used. But know first that on Resolution 2364, we previously signed a design agreement with FEH. It's been provided to you in your council packets. It's already been finished. It breaks out an urgency importance of improvements and kind of identifies how Sunshine, being the city's largest child care provider, can at least get to a stable ground and add children, 19 of them, infant to 2-year-olds, onto their business profile so that we can continue to attract families. If someone buys a home at the Meadow Park, they have the opportunity to place children somewhere if they have them. This is not a problem that's unique to Maquoketa. It's absolutely everywhere. I mentioned in my narrative that there's been a lot of housing investigations put forth by myself and Jackson County Economic Alliance, and as much as we're talking about worker availability now, or where are we going to hire people from, the next question, or maybe even the same level, is where are people putting kids? That's been mentioned specifically by Family Dollar. That's been mentioned by Jackson County Regional Health Center. I imagine it's probably the same opinion in the school district right now. So we're trying to solve a local problem with a local solution using American Rescue Plan Act dollars in a manner that's smart for the city to continue to sustain itself in the future. And so with the aging population of Maquoketa and what we need to do to at least keep a stable population, or perhaps maybe grow it by the 2030 census, I think an action such as this one is important for us to carefully consider. And so I walk through here in this proposal, and again, this is only setting a public hearing for the next round, but the narrative will be the same at the next council agenda. We put together really kind of a small plan for the rest of those ARPA funds for the rest of the period that those are available to us. And daycare addition has been one of those in our constant conversation with the Finance and Personnel Committee. We're particularly interested in Sunshine because they're the largest of our big three, being Little Shepherds, Sacred Heart, and Sunshine themselves. And so this is not just exclusive to Sunshine Daycare at all, but at least puts forward a good plan to increase child capacity for the city so that people can consider to move here as well. On the wait list for Sunshine, right now, last week, 2 weeks ago, when I wrote this narrative, there were 55 on it. Mackie, maybe you have an update tonight, but what we found is that the 3, 4 school-age-year-old children, there's not large wait list. My son Wesley, completely unrelated to this proposal, he's on a wait list in Dubuque where my wife could take him up there. It's a 2-year wait list, and he's never going to see it. And that's what's out there in this market, whether or not you have kids in the game or not right now. So if you're making moving decisions or considering where to move for value, these problems exist out there. And this proposal attempts, contingent to successful grant application, to solve that issue. And so tonight, I hope you consider this as you set a public hearing and consider it over the next couple weeks. Not asking for any yes or no on the finality of this in the future, but I think it would be smart business on your part to set this and hear the public out next time.
Okay, we have a motion by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Holm. Do we have any discussion? If not, take the roll.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Okay, that motion passes. Item B is a resolution setting Monday, August 7th, 2023, as a public hearing date for the 2022 Community Development Block Grant Community Facilities and Services application for the project Sunshine Learning Center.
So moved.
Good, motion by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Alinger. Do we have any discussion or questions here?
The only question I have is, I think even if, maybe not tonight or at the next meeting, I think we should definitely hear from Mackie to hear what the plans are and get them out there out in the public to see kind of what would be coming our way if we give you the grant, if that's a possibility. Okay.
Okay, anything else? Otherwise, take the roll.
Alinger,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Okay. Item C is a discussion and possible motion approving change order in the amount of $81 submitted by Toyne Incorporated for the purchase of a fire truck.
This would be kind of fun. $81.
$81. Couldn't they all be $81?
Yeah, Mayor, Council, I have to, this is the technicality of the city's purchasing policy at work here, when we ask for an 81,000, or 81.
That is not 81,000.
Carefully review your backup documents, huh? It is $81, but it is the product of a $700 addition and $600 this, and then it nets out to 81, so motion requested.
I thought it was a typo.
So moved.
Okay, we got a motion by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Rickrell. So go ahead and take the roll.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Coolman.
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
All right, that passes. Item D is a resolution declaring additional items as surplus and authorize resale. So, go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. Since our last surplus declaration, a couple more ideas have been put forth by department heads. These three are requested to be declared as surplus. Councilwoman Nailinger, that bouncy play horse is still available, just so you know.
Thank you.
Otherwise, motion requested on this.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Holm. And if there's no discussion, take the roll.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Coolman.
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Okay, the motion passes. Item E is a resolution approving professional construction phase engineering services agreement with WHKS and Company for the Maquoketa wastewater treatment plan improvements in the amount of $750,000. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. Engineer Kevin Grace and WHCAS is conveniently in the audience tonight. I think he was asking some, potential questions regarding a water tower painting bid today, and since he traveled here from Rochester, he thought he'd stick around for this, but this is all related to the original agreement. We approved WHKS in late 2020 to get all this started. It's been built into our wastewater plant budget as recent as February of '23. I don't see any reason not to recommend this approval because they've been a great contractor, design and engineering wise for us, and you know what happens when one firm disagrees or reviews another firm's plans and what can happen. So I think the satisfaction plus the high degree of skill in this, there's, in my opinion, a lot of reason to motion forward and adopt this tonight.
My only concern is I saw him having dinner with Frank. So he's hanging out with bad company. I'll make the motion to approve.
Motion by Colister. Do we have a second somewhere?
Second.
Second by Alinger. And if we have no more discussion, then take the roll.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Coolman.
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Okay, the motion passes. We make it now to number 10, which is reports and communications. Do we have any city council reports? Okay, if not, city manager.
I have a couple things. One's a lot easier than the next, and it's related to design things, so brace yourself. The tractor ride that was on Friday and Saturday, Chief Zymet took a nice photo, and posted that on our Facebook, and I don't know how to quantify the value of this, but it reached 28,100 people on Facebook. So you want to talk about a communication platform, whoa. So that was interesting to see. That's our most popular post ever. So thought that was interesting. So on to Platt Street. An issue's been raised where after the rainstorm we received Friday, you discover some wet spots. And there's one at Timber Lanes right next to CNR Tire that's about 15 feet in and 40 feet long and approximately 70 square yards. And it's a valid complaint. And,
We knew that was coming, didn't we?
well, I think we predicted it. But where I'm going with this is we have 3 weeks till our next council meeting, and I think we need some sort of formal recognition. Judy, possibly a motion tonight. I don't know if that'd be allowable under this section, but I think at least raising the awareness to you that we should probably keep Chig-Fry on the right path and moving forward on this to complete the project. The total price on that amount of concrete is $15,600.
I don't know if that was if that's not a agenda item, I don't know that we can take an official
No,
vote.
you can get a consensus.
We can take a consensus vote.
That's what Judy just whispered too, is that consensus would be satisfactory on it.
I don't have a problem with it.
We don't have a choice.
Does anybody have a problem with it?
No. You can clearly see the dip when you
Yep.
drive.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think you got your answer.
Sorry, wish I didn't have to say
Okay.
that, but we gotta finish it.
Anything else?
That's it. We'll go into executive session.
Okay, next we go into an executive session, which is a closed session regarding pending litigation for Iowa Code 21.51C. Slethy's White PLC represents the city of Maquoketa. Need a motion to go into closed session?
I'll make a motion to go to closed session.
A second.
Okay, we have a motion by Colister, seconded by Coolman to go into closed session. We have no discussion, take the roll.
Colister.
Yes.
Coolman.
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rick Earl.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna shut down the Zoom and enter closed session. Thank you.
Motion to proceed with closed session.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to proceed with the outcome of the closed session. We have no discussion, take the roll.
Coolman.
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rick Earl.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Is there any other business?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn? Okay, we have a second by Rickroll. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? We're adjourned.